Hi everyone, Chris from Bikers of Spania here again, and today we're talking about my new BMW GSA replacement. So I won't keep you in suspense, it's not a secret, I bought a Triumph Tiger 900 GT Pro. And it's absolutely superb. It has everything you could possibly want on a touring bike. Well, everything I could want on a touring bike. It's got heated grips, heated seats, phone connectivity, electronic rear suspension. It's not active suspension, it's just electronically adjustable, so you can set up whether you're riding just as a single person, with a pillion, with luggage, with a single person with luggage, or with a pillion with luggage. So it gives you all the options. You change those settings on the screen. Got a nice big TFT, 7-inch, I think it's the biggest one in its class. It's relatively simple to use, which is nice. Just use the little joystick on the left controls. It's a little bit fiddly sometimes because you can hit the indicator instead, which I have done once or twice. When I first started talking about getting rid of the GSA, it was down to weight mainly, and it's a very tall bike. The weight's not such a big problem unless it's over on its side, which it was once. But because it was quite tall, it was at the end of the day when you were touring with it, normally only me, very rare go with anybody else, but it's those end of the day junctions, you know, the ones you're tired, the road's a little bit wet and slippery, or just hot and slippery, the camber can be miles out, and you pull up at the T-junction and your foot goes down and where's the floor? Now it's not even that I'm particularly short, I'm 5'11", 6 foot, somewhere around there, 32-inch inseam, so I'm not a short person. But it's just that little bit of confidence. As I say, I did have it laid on its side once, not while I was touring, I was actually trail riding with it. So I decided to buy something new, get rid of the GSA, and it's now above Barcelona with a nice French guy who's going to go touring with all his mates on it. It was a lovely bike. It had only done 5,000 kilometres when I got it, and it was 12 years old. I put another 15,000 kilometres on it in 2.5 years before letting it go. This one isn't new either. This one's it's actually a 2000 model. It's about 2.5 years old, and it's done, I think it had done about 23,000 kilometres. I was looking at something new. I tried the Husqvarna Norden Expedition, 901 Expedition. That is a lovely bike. That was the thing that probably kicked off all of the looking at new bikes, to be honest. And I sort of fell in love with it. It's a lovely looking thing, handles well, dives into corners a little bit, obviously with the tall suspension, but you sort of get used to that and you can dial a lot of it out, preload adjustments and everything else. But it's another tall bike. It basically has the same suspension as the KTM 890 Adventure R. I looked at the KTMs as well, and I was almost at the point of ordering an 890 Adventure non-R, the standard one. But it sort of irritates me a little bit when you're looking at a bike like that. The price is pretty good. They're cheaper than these. But then you find that they come with very little. If you wanted to put on heated grips, quick shifter, traction control, all the fancy bits and pieces, you have to buy the tech pack. Then you want luggage, and all of a sudden you're spending a huge lump of money over and above the starting price, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, it's the way of the world. BMW do it, Ducati do it, car companies have been doing it for years and years. Triumph don't seem to, though. They have different models. This is the GT Pro, as I said, which is the top of the range road version of the Tiger 900. When I say road version, it still has an off-road mode. Not as sophisticated as the Tiger 900 Rally, of course, but it still has the off-road mode. The Rally version of the bike is almost the same. It has different suspension. It's Showa suspension instead of Marzocchi suspension, non-electronic, and it's about 20 or 30 mil higher. And I've been put off a little bit by tall adventure bikes. I like the look of them, I like the styling. A lot of people don't, that's very subjective. And I like the riding position more than anything else. So when I was looking for a replacement, I test rode the Husqvarna Norden Expedition. I also hired a Suzuki V-Strom in the Isle of Man. It was an older one, but I'd never ridden one before, so it was worth a go. I've ridden the KTM Super Adventure S before. It was also on my short list. I sat on quite a few other things, and I even looked at the Moto Guzzi V85 TT, because I think that's quite a cool looking bike. It's a bit lacking in power. Whether that's important to you, I don't know. This one's got less power than the GSA had. I think it's down 10 brake horsepower. Not sure on the torque. I think it's probably down about 30 newton meters, something like that. I can't remember now. But it's also down on weight, and that's somewhere around about 45 or 50 kilos on wet weight. Obviously it has a smaller fuel tank, which impacts on that. But when you're touring, you don't fill it up halfway, you fill them to the brim. You ride them as long as you can, you get off, you fill them to the brim again. Or at least I do. So, as I was saying, this is a 2000 model. It came with some kilometres on it, but not too many. We're straight from a main Triumph dealer, the one in Alicante. Thanks very much, Felipe, for helping me sort that out. It's got a few extras. It's got the lower engine bars. I had the upper engine bars radiator protectors put on. And it's also got an Arrow can, which is it's quite nice. It's been a few years since I've had a noisy can on a bike, but it's a legal one. It's not too bad. And the quick shifter on this is absolutely buttery smooth. It's lovely. Seems to be almost from any revs as well. Obviously I don't use it from first to second. You can, and it doesn't cause it any problem at all. One of the decisions I had to make before buying this bike, I had to be realistic about what I was going to use it for. I love the look of the big off-roady adventure bikes, KTM 890 Adventure R, the Nordens, things like that. I really do like the look of them, but realistically, how much time am I going to spend off-road? It's a nice idea, but in reality you're not going to do it. A decision had to be made, and the decision I came to was, really I just want a touring bike. But I wanted a touring bike I could ride off-road if necessary. It's going down a road, seeing a little trail off to the side and wondering where it goes. It's days like that that I need something that's off-road capable. Doesn't have to be very off-road capable, just a bit. I just need to find somewhere now where I can stop, show you the bike properly and take some photographs. So there we have it. Triumph Tiger 900 GT Pro.